If you take me, I'll go even to the unknown. And I'll be right here, and I'll meet you there.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia. Welcome back to another video. Hey, we pushing out that content, aren't we? But anyways, in this video I thought it'd be really fun. So me and Holy Spirit, we kind of decided to do like a sit down makeup routine, because I feel like in my other video I did not give y'all like justice in my makeup routine. Like it just felt very rushed, and I like that. So since we did our maintenance day and the hair is fresh and the arm is fresh and the skin is skinning, I just thought it would be way better to do like a sit down and do like 15 questions to get to know me a little bit better. I would have posted this on my Instagram, like, oh, ask me some questions, but we just not there yet. Like I'm not there yet with just like posting that type of stuff. So I just curated some questions. I was gonna do something off of like Google, but they weren't doing me like justice. They were like kind of outdated. So I asked chat to like make 15 get to know me questions. I was gonna do like fun facts about me, but that's all right. We're not gonna do that. So let's get into the makeup routine so I can show y'all what I do and why I do it. I don't know why I'm kind of nervous. Also, I have somewhere to be. It's 6:40. I need to be done by 7 o'clock. So we're just gonna try to not make this, you know, super long. So I got somewhere to be. This is my makeup bag, by the way. I got it from probably Marshalls. I got this from Marshalls. It's really cute. It's probably not supposed to be a makeup bag. Maybe it is supposed to be, but I will turn anything into what I want it to be. Anyways, so let's get into it. Should we start with a question? I think we should start with what I do first, because my concealer needs to sit at least for 2 minutes. So I should have probably took everything out because I can't find nothing. Okay, so the first thing I do is I go in with my e.l.f. concealers. I use these two e.l.f. concealers first. The first one is like in my shade, and it's the hydrating concealer, camel concealer, whichever that is. That's what these are. And this is in the shade, I think this is deep chestnut. And then my light one is tan sand. So I just put my concealer, like a dot in the middle, and then of my like skin tone one, and then a dot on the outside, and then another dot in the like on the same side. Y'all, I'm a little nervous. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna just do like a little dot at the top, and yeah. And then with my light brightening concealer, I just put like a tiny dot in the middle of both of those darker dots. And we let that dry. So let's get into the first question. I'm kind of nervous. So the first question is, what's your name and how would you describe yourself in one sentence? My name is Julia. I think I say it wrong. Like, is that so funny? I say my own name wrong because I always say my name is Julia. I don't know why I say it like that, because then people call me Julia, but it's Julia. But I say Julia. But it's the same thing. Or maybe I'm driving myself crazy. How would I describe myself in one sentence? The flyest, like the realest, the illest, the coolest. No, but honestly, I don't know how I would describe myself in one sentence. Probably just like cool, fun to be around. Like I love the Lord. I love to like chat. I love to talk. I love to make videos. I love to just have fun and just enjoy life and all that it comes with. So I guess that's like how I would describe myself. While my concealer is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do my edges. For my edges, I use the gummy professional styling wax, which might be controversial, but I didn't buy this when it was trending on TikTok. I bought this like a while later, and it was like really good. This has nothing to do with makeup, but it's gonna pass time for that concealer to dry. The next question is, where are you from and what do you love most about it? I grew up in Baltimore. I was there like for most of my life until I think I was 13, and then I moved to PG County. What I loved most about Baltimore though was that we all lived in the same neighborhood. All my friends, we all lived like in the same neighborhood. We went to the same elementary school, we went to the same middle school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just felt like we grew up with each other. And yeah, I think that's like mostly. And then also you just knew everybody, so like just knowing everybody in your neighborhood always being around them. I think that was just like that community aspect. I really love community, and so that's what I would say I love most about it. But when I turned 13 or probably 14, y'all, I don't even know, and we moved to PG County, what I would say I love more about that is that I have my own room. So like when we moved, I finally had my own room. I shared with my brothers, and then I shared a room with my sister, and so to finally have my own room was really nice. We're in a really good neighborhood as well, so there's like a pool, there's a whole lot of things, and so yeah. And then yeah, I mean, just more space and more I would say. I'm gonna tie my hair down with this bandana, which isn't gonna make this look cute anymore. I should do my edges before, but anyways, y'all, let me just tie this down. Okay, the third question is, what's something people don't know about you at first glance? I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know the answer to. Something you wouldn't know about me at first glance. I don't even know the question in that. I'm using my beauty blender to blend. The next question is, how would your closest friends describe you? Fly, cool, love the Lord. That's probably the first thing they would probably say, is that Julia loves the Lord. And I'm also just like, I don't know. I think I'm fun to be around and like funny. I think I'm funny. I think I'm my target audience, because I'll be laughing at myself like, girl, how'd you come up with that joke? You're so funny. So probably funny. They would probably just say smart. Probably funny, maybe smart, fly, cool, amazing. Nothing less. The fifth question is, what's a moment in your life that really shaped who you are? I forgot I shaped my eye. Speaking of shaping, I need to shape my eyebrows. I used the e.l.f. brow lift and this spoolie that is probably older than me. Just kidding. I had this spoolie for a really long time, and it was not even for this, but I just used it because it works and I don't want to change it. But anyways, this is the first step that I would do, is shape my eyebrows up. So, but anyways, what's a moment in my life that shaped who I am? I think it would be like freshman year of college. I was just going through a lot freshman year of college, and that's really where the Lord met me the most, was like right there in my dorm, trying to figure out who I was, trying to grow up, trying to be bigger than a program, I would say. And that's literally where I met the Lord. And through that encounter and the situations that I was in, me and God just grew more closer together throughout the years. And I think that is really what shaped my relationship with the Lord, how I see myself, how I see my family, how I see my friends, how I show up for myself, how I show up for my family, and made me a better person. So I would say that's really what shaped my life, encountering the Lord my freshman year of college, and yeah, just learning more about him. What are you currently working toward or praying for? Honestly, to just see myself the way the Lord sees me, to just like allow the love and peace, shalom of God to just actually reign over me and not run from it, not feel overwhelmed by it, not tell myself this is something that I'm used to, this isn't something that I know, and then I just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know life without sin. You know, I don't know a life without actually like being in the presence of the Lord, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know a life of peace. I don't know a life of rest. And because I don't know it, then when it's offered to me, I don't deserve it. And so I run from it, and I'm like, okay, this is too much. Like, I'm gonna just take a break from it. I think that's something that I'm actually just trying to like go against. Like, God loves me not because I deserve it. He loves me because that's who he is. He is love. You know what I'm saying? God gives me peace not because I deserve it. He gives me peace because that's who he is. That's his person. That's his character. And so I want to actually embody that and like walk in that and allow that to just be who I am going into this year and going into my life. And I think that's something I'm definitely just praying for. and actually actively walking out. Like, I'm very proud of myself for just how much I'm allowing the Holy Spirit to guide me, but also being someone that wants to grow and become a better person. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know if I have enough concealer on. I probably do, and it's just like this lighting that makes it seem like I don't. But I'm just gonna go in with another like tiny dot of my dark one and just kind of let that dry. And while that's drying, I'm gonna put my blush, and I used the Camo Liquid Blush by e.l.f. and this is in the shade Berry Well. Now let me tell you something about this Wet n Wild from, what's it called, Walmart. It may go like away fast, but this was such a good color, and I need to find like a shade in this in e.l.f. But mind you, this was called Berry, and so when I ordered the one from e.l.f. also called Berry, and I'm like, this is way darker and not the same. So let me see if I can get something out of it. And but we're gonna mix those. So I'm gonna go in with this darker berry. It's called Berry True by Wet n Wild. This is real drugstore makeup, y'all. This ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? This is real drugstore. The next question is something I'm really passionate about. I would say I'm really passionate about leading the younger generation of Christ. I think that's something that I want to show and like kind of be an example towards, is that you can love the Lord at your age, and everything you've learned about the Lord growing up was false. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything you thought about God growing up was false. And there's like a truth to him, right? There's a truth to the Lord. And when you kind of like experience and walk in that truth, you carry like a different level of respect and a different level of adoration towards the Lord that you would never want to leave again once you realize that what you were learning was false. So I kind of just want to teach the younger generation like who the Lord is, and like kind of show that in my own walk, and even in my own misconceptions of who God was, even in what I thought or imagined the Lord to be growing up, especially growing up religious. Like, all the things that I thought were true that actually wasn't. Like, you're gonna unlearn a lot when you come to the Lord, and that's literally what I'm most passionate about, is my ministry, my digital ministry, my podcast, which we're going to be getting back on, don't worry, and all the things. So that's probably something I'm most passionate about, is just really leading the younger generation to Christ. But now I'm going to blend out my concealer, which is good because it's going to blend out over that blush. The next question is, what's a habit or routine that keeps you grounded? I would say, and this is actually something I've lately just started implementing, is at nighttime. I have a journal that's kind of like a planner, and it's like you can write out your goals for the day, your tasks for the day. You can plan out your to-do list by time frames and things to remember, notes, etc. That I've been doing every night, and like kind of checking off like what I've done throughout the day. And then also when I go to bed, I do 15 minutes of reading a book that I'm currently reading, or reading the Bible. Not like nonsense type of books, like make-believe stuff that's not gonna feed my spirit. Stuff that's gonna feed my spirit. That's the type of books I'm reading, or reading my Bible, or kind of just sitting in like meditation and stuff like that, but no phones. And that has also just helped a lot at night, like just unwinding and slowing down my brain with a cup of tea beside me. And I just took a fresh shower and I got my jammies on, girl. Now I'm going to do powder, and this is the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honeymoon. And I'm gonna put that on my little triangle thingy. We're actually really almost done, y'all. Like, this is like, if I'm not talking, this could be a like 10-minute makeup routine. I'm just gonna put that everywhere that I put my concealer. I'm excited because we're going to celebrate one of my friends from my life net, because she had graduated, and ever since I did my hair, I was like, I don't have an excuse to wear makeup. And this isn't really an excuse to wear makeup, but I'm like, oh, I'm going out, you know, we're gonna go to like a dinner to celebrate her. I could wear some makeup. So I was excited to wear makeup. I was like, yes, because then I could film the video. I didn't want to wear makeup to make this video, and I'm sitting in the house. Like, girl, that don't make no sense. So, and I'm already running out of products, and I should just put on makeup for fun. I said, that don't make no type of sense. But yeah, what's a lesson I've learned the hard way is the next question. A lesson I've learned the hard way is that it could be a lot of things, but I think the first thing that does come to mind is that you don't need a relationship while you're young. I'm going in with the Milani blush. I haven't used this in a really long time, but my friend had gave me this, and I haven't used it in a minute now. But I think it would be cute for tonight, so I'm gonna wear it. But you don't need a man right now. Like me now, 20, a junior in college, every time I feel like I've encountered a guy or entertained a guy, I realize like, no. And I always learned that the hard way, like, no. Oh, I just broke this. But yeah, that's something I would say I've learned the hard way is relationships. Yo, now when it's your time. So listen to the Lord. Something I'm proud of but don't talk about much. I think there's a lot of things that I don't talk about much as someone who talks fairly a lot, I would say. I need to stop telling myself I talk a lot. I think it's just something that people have said to me, and this isn't a question, but something that I really like need to stop telling people to stop saying about me is that I talk too much. Maybe I just like talking to you. Maybe that's it. But I think like how people have like kind of said that to me, I've kind of just like allowed that into, it feels like I got a lot of blush on this side, but I feel like I've kind of allowed that and made that like, oh, I talk too much. No, I don't. But I'm proud of a lot of things that I probably don't talk about often. I don't really know. I think first I would say like my consistency to social media, and like when I had kind of was like, okay, you're gonna go do social media, Julian, you're gonna do it this, that, and the third way. I'm very proud of the fact that I was so consistent. So consistent. Like in the end of January or February, I would have been doing it for 2 years, but like so consistent, and like just when I felt like the Lord was just leading me in a direction, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm very proud of my willingness to kind of do what the Lord has asked me to do, like my willingness to just do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of myself, and I have like a strong like drive. Like I like to do things, and I'm really proud of that. I'm also just proud of who I've grown to be as a woman. Like just looking back at even like baby pictures of me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Julia, like you had no clue. And not like baby pictures, but more like middle school, even high school Julia. I'm like, you genuinely had no clue, girl. And so I'm just proud of like how I've grown, even through all my mistakes, even through mistakes that I've made 3 months ago, even through mistakes, like I've been able to kind of just like kind of bounce back in a sense, but also like now being more like my yes is my yes, and there's nothing that's gonna break my yes towards God, because I want to make him proud. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be proud of me. And then also like my surrender is permanent. I don't want my surrender to be, oh, I'm surrendering now, I'm not surrendering. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's wishy-washy. I want my surrender to be permanent. And so I'm just proud of all it is that I'm doing through the Lord, and like how he's just building me and growing. Like, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. I went in with this highlighter by Half Magic. I've had this for a minute, and it's all scratched out in the back, so I don't even know what certain sides or shade or whatever the thing is this is in, but this is my favorite highlighter. Now, you're gonna have a line of demarcation. You're gonna have to like just blend that into your edges so that it can kind of just like flow. You know what I'm saying? This is a step I don't do often because I forget, but it's good to do, I guess, for like depth in your face. But I use bronzer by e.l.f. There's no shade on this, y'all, so I don't know a shade, but I just used one that was darker than me. Question 11 is what brings you the most peace right now, and it's the Lord. I've learned a new like understanding of peace, and the peace is God. Peace isn't something that you're chasing or something that you're, you know, looking to obtain. You know what I'm saying? When you have the Lord, you have peace. When you know God, you know peace. And so learning that peace was a person has definitely like changed my perception of like, oh, 2026 is going to be the peaceful year. Your life has been peaceful because you knew the Lord, but because you didn't recognize him as the God of peace, and you thought that he could just kind of just give you different avenues and streams of peace. I think I didn't recognize God as the God of peace. I've kind of just like thought I didn't have any peace, but I have peace. I have peace, you know, and that's bringing me more peace, is learning more about God and his heart and how much he loves little old me. The next question is, what's the biggest goal for this year? To be still. That's all. Just be still. Not be in a rush in my mind, mostly like not rush my mind, not be in a rush in any like direction. Just being still is my goal for this year. Now I'm going in with a pencil. This is just a pencil from your local beauty supply store. And I'm gonna put my little doo at the bottom of my eye and fill in my what is it called, waterline. Just because I love that dark kind of look. And then I kind of just drag out my wing. Yes. Yes. The next question is, what's something you're still figuring out? My life. Still figuring out life with the Holy Spirit. And not in the sense where it's like, I don't know what it is the Lord wants me to do in that sense. It's just, I will never have it all figured out. And I'm just figuring out life with the Holy Spirit. I'm going in with the Essence mascara, the purple one. I usually use the pink one, but I don't know where that's at. But the purple one has a way better wand, so I just put that on my bottoms. The next question is, what kind of content or energy do you want to put out into this world? Content wise, I would just say, sorry, I had to lock in for my mascara. But what kind of content do I want to put out into this world? Is like one of a love story of like God. You know what I'm saying? Like one that shows that she's very loved by the Lord and she equally loves the Lord as much. You know what I'm saying? So I want my content to just be relaxing and inviting, and also just like a space for you to learn more about Jesus and know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone, and as you try to figure out this life. So that's what I want to put out. Just more warm, welcoming, loving type of content. So like for the most part, my makeup is done. I'm going with some molds. Like I said, this is an eyeliner from the beauty supply store, so you can just find one that you love. And I always put my molds in the same space, and then if I have like a pimple or whatever, I put it over that too. And this isn't a pimple, but I had like popped it in, like scraped it, and now I got a little mark. So I'm gonna put a dot right over that because hang up on you. I need a new one because this is like dry. And then I put a dot in between my eyebrows. I put a dot above this eyelid. Ooh, that might be too big. It's okay. And then under here. And then above my lip. The last thing to tie this makeup routine in is lip combo, and I go in with this e.l.f. one. This might be the most expensive thing in my makeup. Actually, I don't know, but this was not numbers. So I go in with this e.l.f. their yummy gummy one because I like this shade. Beauty supply store, and I just kind of outline my lips, kind of over outline, and this one has glitter in it, so I think it makes it look really cute. And then the last question is, what's one thing you want people to remember about you? And I would say, just remember that I did my best. Just remember that I did my best, and everything I did and touched, I did all for the glory of the Lord, and I did my best. I just want y'all to remember that I'm learning just as much as y'all are. I'm being convicted just as much as I hope you're allowing yourself to be convicted as well. And I'm changing for the betterment of the kingdom. And so I think I just want y'all to remember that. Just remember that. I don't know. I'm gonna let you say. And so for this lip liner, because it's very like slidey, when I do the top line, then I rub it in and it comes out on the bottom. And then I can kind of like wipe it off a little bit. But then it's nice and like over. There was a time I had followed the NYX propaganda. I used it like once and then forgot about it. And then I found it because I like cleaned my room up. And I was like, oh, I forgot that I have the NYX. So I'm gonna use it. We can use it right now. I know people who like their lip combos like this. This is scary. Oh no, this is scary. But I'm gonna put the Yummy Gummy over the top of that. I guess it makes it look more kind of pinkish. And the last thing, because I would have forgot this, and I should never did my lip combo if I had remember this, but satin spray. This is also by e.l.f. And I'm gonna tuck my lips in and spray. I don't know if I even got anything on. I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna show y'all the final look, like all put together with the outfit. And let me show y'all the fit. It's fun, it's fly, and it's fresh. So I got on this bubble from H&M. Got on this, what's this called? Long sleeve top from Amazon. I have on these bow jeans. What they called? Barrel jeans. I have on these barrel jeans from H&M. I have on my yellow speed cats. Ooh. My yellow speed cats, and I have on my zebra print. Now let me break down something, y'all. I've been giving myself cool points for an outfit. So for example, for my like jeans, since they're like fun and they're like barrel, 2 cool points. For my zebra bag, because it's a fun bag, 3 cool points. And for fun shoes, that's another 3 cool points. So I got 8 cool points. But I also get a +2 cool points. Phone is camo and my bag is zebra, and since they're clashing prints, I get a bonus 2 cool points. You know what I'm saying? It just gotta make sense, girl. But I love my makeup. I feel so nice. Scent of the day, I do be gatekeeping scents. I'm sorry. That may not be Christian, but I do not want to be smelling like people and people know it. You know what I'm saying? So we gatekeep scent of the day. But I feel cute. I feel fun. Let me sit. Hold on. Feel fresh, and it's gonna be a really, really great day. And so yeah, y'all, this is the makeup look at the end, and I feel so pretty, so beautiful. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.